left off last time?
So last time we left off, Noah essentially came to meet both Aldrich as well as Dugan, I think.
Dugan Lave. Yes, you got her name
Yep.
correctly. She looks like this,
Um.
by the way, if you're wondering.
Oh,
Actually, made a handout for her.
nice. We were supposed to escort her to a nearby village. Oh, hey, nice. Um, and during the trip, we were encountered by wolves. We were being pursued by them, and so with that, we did combat. After the clean fight, quote unquote clean fight, we won, and that's about it.
Gotcha. All right then. I'm sorry, I'm just texting my brother something real quick. Uh,
No, you're fine.
um, okay. All right. You guys, like you mentioned, you killed
Alex,
a
do you
bunch of,
wanna
like a bunch of
eat your
wolves
broccoli?
that were attacking the cart,
Yes, I
essentially.
guess. Yeah, I'll take
And
eating broccoli.
pretty much you
Yes.
guys stopped them via magic and also via meat shielding because that's, that was via meat shielding. You guys went back to the cart and now you guys are continuing your journey towards the red tower. The
Yep.
go to the area she hired you to protect her for, basically towards her there. Along the way, this is the next day, by the way. Now, what happened with the wolves happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, that means I have to regame my shit.
Yeah, unless you don't want to, you can just leave it like that, I guess.
Hey, oh, I never said that.
Oh, you never said that. He says.
I know there's a setting for that now. No.
I was like, I never said that. God damn it.
You have a D&D game today?
What?
You have a D&D game today?
I already finished it.
Huh?
We finished it. It was at 12. It was at 1.
Don't play Magic.
It's up to you. Where'd you get the buns? Wait. That's a biscuit. Never mind. Eh.
So what's going on, Brian?
What's going on? I'm adding something in my sheet, but what's actually going on, Aaron,
Mm-hmm.
or Alan? Sorry, yeah, Nora Allen. Um, it's actually, let me roll something real quick in the background. 1d2.
You'll love to hear it.
Okay, it's Nora's turn in the morning to basically be in the cart with Love the Gun Love.
Go and try putting a four-player game up on Cockatoo, see if we can get people join.
No. I don't want to use the mouse feature.
Um, during your first shift, essentially being in front with pretty much in the driving seat with her. Um, she keeps basically complaining about her old husbands here and there. You can roll a perception check on the road to see where you find any danger around or not.
I'll roll a perception check, but I'll also go and be consuming rations.
Alright.
Perception check. Nothing above a 10 still. Nothing above a 12.
She got distracted mostly because she keep mentioning that today. She keep mentioning her third husband, the elf-looking fellow that she mentioned. More or less, complaining how bad he was in the bedside. And even when you keep, you can't, even though you don't want to hear this, you keep fucking losing focus on what you're trying to, look around for instead of Hearing this story from your employer.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, after a few hours, which is 2 hours maybe, Aldrich pretty much taps your shoulder and pretty much nods his head towards the driver's seat. Well, not the driver's seat, the shotgun seat essentially.
Mm-hmm.
To be pretty much he be the eyes of the road. And
Alright, so here I go again.
anyways, you move back. Like you mentioned before, and like you noticed before in the first day, um, it's not a tight squeeze in the carriage. However, a lot of it is pretty much there's a lot of like boxes for like wine stuff, and to basically secure the wine so it won't break from a rocky bump.
Yeah.
But you can still hear the glasses here and there, hitting between each other. How close they are from the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, during your I guess 2 hour break, what will you do inside the carriage? Look in the
Here's the
rear.
problem.
Look at the rear.
No.
I assume.
Yeah, just probably look at the rear. I don't have really much.
All right.
Done? Holy shit! 1 above a 12.
Don't think you noticed. It's mostly from smell, and the smell is pretty much it's pretty much Aldrich's smoking pipe. He's smoking. This time, it smells like. Essentially, it smells like blueberries today.
Alright then.
But you don't see nothing of interest. Nor do you notice anything of interest.
Fair enough.
Dugan tells you. She calls out that that we're getting close to the red tower. We're getting very close to the red tower. We should be there soon. Hopefully, we can stop by there and drop off the cargo here.
Well, that's perfect.
And when I drop off the cargo, you can go with me back to Zobek, or you can stay here. It's up to you.
Oh, why, thank you, ma'am.
She nods. And she looks at Aldrich. You do remind me somewhat of my third husband. But you do look like you probably perform a lot better. You look very flexible. Aldrich is not paying much in mind of her attempted flirting, or I guess teasing.
Attempted seduction.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, he's pretty much focused on the road and also passively smoking his smoking pipe.
Fair enough.
He seems to be more quiet than you expect him
That's
to be.
nice.
Anyways, after a few hours, you actually get to the Red Tower, at least the village of the Red Tower. And it looks like this.
Holy shit.
I don't got a party token because I forgot about that, so I'm just gonna use Dugan's token pretty much.
Go for it.
Anyways, you guys arrived around here. And let me read what you see. I know there's an actual handout for this fucking thing. Anyways, you actually see a legit red tower and during the entrance, essentially the entranceway.
Did you see that?
And this is heavily guarded, essentially. You don't may not think much of it, but you notice there's more guards around that tower, not inside or top of the tower, but around that tower than there is in the entranceway of the village. The guards pretty much welcome the merchants and pretty much lets you, and she shows her paper, her actual official paperwork of her being a merchant and actually dropping off cargo. And she basically the guards wave her off essentially towards the inside of the village. When you guys get inside the village, you see a bunch of humans and some dwarves here and there, pretty much carrying a lot of lumber, cutting lumber, pretty much trading here and there. It's a very it's a bigger village than
Common
normal.
training place.
Yeah, it's pretty much very busy. It looks like a day to day life. These people are a lot. Well, not. These people are pretty much they work in during the daytime. So as long as there's daylight, they will keep working pretty much until nighttime.
I see.
Anyways, let me see. Okay, Mrs. Wait, I have. Do I have the actual? Let's see.
Can I ask something with you, Rook?
What's up?
So, what is the significance of the Red Tower, Miss Dugan?
Oh, you never heard of it?
And not a clue.
Well, I guess I give her advantage to say basically about the history to see how much history I give you realistically.
Fair enough.
That's intelligence. Is that correct?
It would be history, so yes, intelligence.
Not great, but not bad. What the fuck? Accidentally clicked something else. Okay. Anyways, sorry, I'm loading back in.
No, you're fine.
Okay. I don't know how you felt every time you click off by accident. Anyways. Well, I don't know much, but I know a little. 600 years ago, a pair of elves built the hunting lodge here. And it's been used for centuries. And as for the tower itself, well, it's been rumored that a mad sorcerer constructed the tower long ago and made it as its HQ. And he went mad. How mad? Well, he pretty much kept making the tower deeper and deeper in the ground, and made every floor a pretty much a trap house essentially. Anyone who dare come down there, any wishful adventurers that wants to come down there looking for golden glory, well, the old sorcerer's contraptions are still alive down there supposedly.
I see. Well, that's certainly interesting. By the way, out of curiosity, this sounds like a Dungeons and Bad Witch. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't write this book, but yeah, it's pretty much the same plot line. Instead of a mad wizard, it's a mad fucking sorcerer.
Huh. Well, that's quite interesting.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
So why is it so heavily guarded?
Well, it's kind of an insurance policy. You see, they can't allow anybody there. You have to be basically, shown that you're actually reasonably experienced adventurer. Because if not, if they send any fucking poor fool down there, it's gonna reflect that on the Red Tower Village. That we're just selling them in fucking meat grinder, even though it is kind of a meat grinder.
Ah, I see. I understand.
So they basically want you sign a waiver to saying that I gave permission to come inside and it's not your fault, it's the guys' fault. That you're stupid enough to go inside the tower type shit.
I see.
But
Well,
hey,
that's
if but hey, I mean, not everyone dies there. Some people come in after the first floor got something, some loot, and bailed out forever. They never came back. So you can do that if you prefer. You don't have to go balls deep inside the tower.
Are you allowed to come back if you go and leave?
Well, if you could, I'm not sure if the tower will let you, but I've just been a few.
Oh.
There's been a few that have you know have successfully escaped. But
Well,
they,
that is certainly interesting.
I mean, most of them didn't when they went any farther than the second floor, to be honest. But you know, and we don't know how many floors down there, so yeah, yeah, be careful with your own discretion there.
Understood.
Anyways, she stops the car around the what looks like a warehouse essentially, and she talks to a someone who looks like a manager essentially, and she talks to him real quick, and afterwards, she asks you guys to basically help her out with the cargo to bring it down.
All right. I go on and do so with no complaints.
Okay, I'll just do the same thing more or less. Afterwards, she gives you a pouch and also Aldrich a pouch. Do you
What's
open?
the patch for?
It's pretty much your payment.
Oh, cool.
The pouch is 50 gold.
Hey, yo, let's go.
It's very expensive wine that you guys protected. And also, I wrote in the background there was no other trouble in the second day.
Oh, well, that's nice. What to do with this measly 65 gold? Oh.
I mean, you can go shopping around here.
Hold on, give me a second. Hello?
Yeah, here I'm here.
I'll come back.
I mean, there's a few locations here if you want to spend your well earnings. There's the stables, the town hall, the ruined temple, the tavern, the inn,
The ruined temple?
yeah, it's a ruined temple.
Is it the one all the way up here?
Where you pointing at?
Next to the name of the village.
Is it that? Let me see. Wait, is it? I wish I can zoom in this second. Oh no. No, that's the ruined temple is this. She points to this one.
Oh. Well, what's inside the ruined temple?
Well, to be honest with you, I've never been inside of it. Um, However, there's the temple of an old forgotten god that, to be honest, from my no, most of the villagers don't worship. However, the ruined temple is being maintained by a priestess and a group of acolytes down there.
Hmm.
Her and the mayor got a sweet deal between them. As long as there's a temple of a god here, or of a goddess or a god here, the village are pretty much tax free from the nearby kingdom.
Hmm. I see why they took on the deal. Asterisk, how much do rations cost?
Rations in D&D.
Yes.
Okay. Let me look it up real quick. 5. A day of rations is 5 silver apiece. A day of rations.
So then.
I mean, you can go inside the ruined temple and make yourself friendly with the priestess. That's a little warning. She's a how to say this nicely. She's an odd one.
I see.
You
That's quite interesting.
and you also can also obviously if you're planning to stay here to explore around. There's also the tavern and the inn. The cage tavern is called.
Oh,
If,
alright then. Do you happen to know if there's any libraries nearby?
libraries. Let me look real quick. Well, to be honest with you, the closest thing is either the ruined temple or the other temple of a different god in this little village here. To be honest,
Where is it?
I'll show you real quick. She basically points to that one.
Oh, I see.
It's a temple of Rava. If you remember the 2 days prior, you pretty much were trying to basically figure out who Rava was, and the only thing you got is pretty much that she's a girl goddess. That's it.
No, that's right. What does her whole domain about?
You're asking her.
Yeah.
Well, Rava is a very. She is the goddess of clockwork, gear forging, and other inventions. She believes well, merchants believe that she blesses their hard work, and she's pretty much the popular patron of you know new magic, new knowledge in industry. They may have some scrolls or books down there that you may want to look at if you so desire.
No, thank you so much. I'll probably be heading there now, actually.
Okay.
Unless there's any more work.
I mean, I'll stick around here for the remaining of the day, but in the morning I'll probably just head out. I appreciate your both of your hard work.
Not a problem, man. I just sounded like I said man, but I said ma'am.
Yeah, I got you.
And with that, I'm gonna go on and go check out the other church.
The Rava one or
This
the
one. The Rava one, yeah.
I don't know. Give me a big favor.
Huh.
If you want, this probably since it's gonna probably be the main map anyways, you might as well just put the text basically just write whatever, mark these for yourself if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll go and mark them for myself in a minute. I will be right back. I'm gonna really quick go wash my hands.
You do that. You good there, addicts?
Good.
I'll be back in a sec. I heard my pizza come in.
Brian?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So
I've also recently returned.
I thought someone knocked on my door. That was the pizza, but no, it's not. Anyways, yeah, like I said, you can mark these things yourself since I think it's pretty sure this is the main map, anyways.
Okay. Well, that was gonna not work out. Not do that. How do you spell Rava?
Rava.
It'll do.
It will do. It would just do.
Yes. Okay.
Alright. So you're hitting there right now, then?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. When you head there, you see the temple of the gear goddess looks pretty odd. Is a circular odd building in the southwest of the town. You see 8 double windows preluding on each bases in the temple, and the doorways feature a cog-like appearance, essentially.
Oh yeah, I did just notice that.
The building itself looks like a blend of wood and stone construction, like, and unlike the other temple, it looks like it's been well maintained.
I see that.
Anyways, I assume you're just gonna walk inside and just
Yeah, I'm gonna walk inside.
anyways, you see a priestess talking to an elven man essentially.
Oh, alright then. If anything, I'm just gonna go and just like wave high, and then from there just sit still.
Okay.
Essentially, wait for her to get done with their conversation.
Do you speak Elvish?
Fuck.
Because right now they're talking in Elvish.
Uh,
Aldrich isn't an elf. You can speak Aldrich if you dragged him, but I'm not sure if you dragged him or not.
I mean, I don't know if you would be interested in this, but I only speak primordial undercommon.
He probably followed you out of curiosity where were you going, and he probably just stayed outside the temple. You pretty much, I guess if you want, you pretty much, hey, come in, type shit. I don't know.
Yeah. She's gonna go and just. Actually, how tall is
Ald-
yeah, Aldrich.
Let me double check. 5'9".
Oh, alright then. Me in the background being 4'9".
You've been playing short characters forever, and you're tall as a motherfucker in real life. I swear to God. That's what Alex does the same thing, so I can't really say anything. He's taller than all of us, and fucking he plays short characters.
She's gonna try her best to like reach up and whisper to him. So what are they saying?
Aldrich, I guess he basically peers into the what they're saying. I need to fucking connect my computer real quick. He says they're pretty much talking more or less of the priestess looking human. Is talking to the elven man pretty much. He's asked she's asking him of more or less any information about that ruined temple in the middle of the village essentially. The elven man more or less is saying, "No, I didn't find anything interesting. The only thing there is a lot of acolytes and a creepy lady down there. She gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's almost like she was watching every move I made. And I don't know about you, Cecilia, but I don't want to mess with her. She looks way too much trouble than it's worth."
Alright then.
Normith, Cecilia says, "You know as well as I do that church is a fucking fraud. That church should not be here. Sorry, I think my pizza came in. Give me a second.
That's what you're fine.
Alright, my bad.
Welcome back.
Yeah, my bad. My pizza actually came in today. Well, right now. Anyways, you know as well as I do that church is a fraud. Look, Cecilia, I, maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know, and you know what? I don't fucking care. I ain't gonna go back inside. That church gives me the heebie fucking jeebies. And the elven man, pretty much looks around his surroundings and more or less notices an elf around their presence, and pretty much gets the look that they're listening to their priestess. The priestess pretty much has a confusing look and pretty much looks at you guys and pretty much goes to basically how people their work face or their work attitude and their home attitude is different. They pretty much goes to business like attitude now. Oh, hello there. This is the Church of Rava, the gear goddess, and the goddess of new knowledge, new discoveries. How can we help you?
Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to intrude on the conversation. I was just curious to know more about this temple. Granted, as you can tell, we heard. May I ask what's the whole deal with the other church? The only thing that I've heard about it so far is that it was beneficial to this town by causing everyone not to be I believe, taxes.
She looks at Norman. Norman, can you get to the door? I don't want any other walk walk people that shouldn't be hearing this conversation. The elven man pretty much closes the door of the church, and you can assume locks it. Well, yes and no. The church,
Oh,
thanks to two temples of different gods being here, we both kind essentially give the benefits of no taxation around the village. Since the village is not a city, it's not big enough to be considered a city, so it pretty much is tax free thanks to that.
oh,
However,
I see.
that's because of our temple and also that temple, but no one knows who what the temple is worshiping. The only one who knows is the mayor and the priestess down there and the acolytes.
Are you allowed to like
No,
enter into the church? Okay.
and vice versa actually. Since since they know we're skeptical of their activities, they won't allow no one inside unless you're a follower of that god or goddess. I don't know what type of god they worship. As you can see, it's not very well maintained. That church over there, so we don't even know what type of god they worship.
I see that. Yeah.
This temple, as you can see out from the outside, even how it's pretty obvious what type of god we worship. So, and also, and the mayor doesn't want us to interact that much because we know it's gonna be cause conflict between both parties. But
Oh, I see. So, but what's the deal with the mayor? Well, what does he like? I'm unfortunately new to this place.
the mayor, how do I say this nicely? He puts business before anything else. So anything when it comes to reacting emotionally, he does not. He would not compute with that.
Mm,
He looks at things at the pros and cons of things, and pretty much picks the one that has the most pros than cons
understandable.
above all else.
Well, sorry for the intrusion once more. I was wondering if I could come in here to go in and learn more potentially about the god as well as just about resources in general. I'm a researcher actually, and I want to go and learn more potion making as well as knowing more about poison so I can go and help affected by illnesses due to poisons.
You were saying the truth, by the way, out of curiosity.
Yes.
Okay. She sighs.
No, as I said, not so much on like the god part.
Okay.
That's why she was like, well, that works too, but
The potion stuff. Yeah, I got you. All right. She sighs and all right. You can you if you desire, you can have access to our public library inside the temple. However, you be watched under supervision of another acolytes in the temple. We have too many incidents of people trying to steal our books and scrolls.
no, that's completely understandable. Could you maybe describe to me more about your god? The most I've heard is the fact that she's about inventions, hence, the cogwheel as the roof of the building, which is very interesting.
Our paternity test results came back.
Or Rava is, like you mentioned, the goddess of inventions, and also she blesses the merchants and constructions of any type of invention. She blesses their hard work.
Hmm.
She is a very popular goddess to basically have in a city because a city's ever expanding, is it not? With constant construction and constant
That is fair.
new ways to basically make magic and knowledge and have new knowledge and industry. So you can think of her not as a goddess of an economy, but goddess of pretty much innovation, essentially.
I see.
She's
Well, that
usually
is quite curious.
she's usually depicted as a six-armed woman, frequently shown in weaving and spinning hammers, blow torches, and anything you can think of when it comes to hard work.
Wow.
She is
I
also
would want to.
sorry,
Oh,
continue.
sorry. I was gonna say, how would one go about joining this church?
Well, um, we take in artificers, clerics of knowledge, some sages here and there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm not on that list. The only thing I'm good at is essentially potion making.
I mean,
Does that count?
that counts. I mean, we always need people. We always need people of healing, of course. We can't always think of new ways to make a building and stuff. We are a temple after
Fair.
all.
Ooh, then how does the initiation work?
Well, she basically she basically decides and basically gives you more or less an outline um, to basically be initiated of the Temple of Rava. You pretty much have to be baptized of your own specialized holy water. That's not really holy water, but it's specialized holy water. Afterwards, you're supposed to wear pretty much a specific set of clothes with a specific color, essentially, and pretty much you get pretty much get taught the ways of more or less different studies, different fields of studies, where it's artificing, uh, cleric of knowledge, or basically you know the pretty much being a sage essentially.
I see.
So being able to give you different paths in that field. And
So you'd have to get baptized. And
It's
then
part-
wear specific color clothing. What's the specific color clothing?
let me see real quick. Golden red.
Fuck. That's the problem, ain't it?
You have to wear that color because you want to wear black and blue.
Yeah, I like the black and blue color a little too. I'll also mention this. What's it called? So obviously this was originally made for Alex's campaign, right?
Yeah.
I decided to go in and create my own supervillain, which look at you, Dums.
That's pretty funny.
I know. That's why I'm like, this holds up well. Ah, well, I see.
Well, okay, to be honest, I haven't been drop it off like
Are you still interested in joining?
Are you mandated to wear those colors?
You say that to her, and you notice that she looks like she was the one in charge, and she looks like she's wearing the colors even.
But she's wearing the colors?
Yeah, the gold and red.
I know, that's fair. That's why I'm like, is it truly mandated or?
Sorry,
Yep, crap.
just chewing my food on my food.
No.
You don't hear me chewing, right?
I don't hear you chewing.
Okay, that's good. Cause I hate when I hear Contreras chewing and shit.
Well,
And also breathing hard as fuck in the mic. Um, as a follower of Rara, in a way, yes, you don't have to have your whole outfit golden red. However, you know, have something in your outfit that symbolizes your allegiance to her.
fair. Would gold and blue count?
Gold and blue.
Yeah.
Um, let me double check something real quick. Nah, that's the God of Thunder and War.
Oh, I see. I mean, that's fair.
His name is
I'll
Perun.
take a
His name is Perun.
I'll take a deep thought of it. I know what she's gonna think about it, but beyond that, potions.
Yeah. Something wrong with it is.
Okay.
There's really no wrong with it is when it comes.
Why can't you do that?
Well, you're trying to learn how to make potions, basically.
Get fucking giants. We
Sorry, what?
don't have full check on it.
You gotta learn how to do what? You said.
Oh no, it's just time. At this point, Norris is gonna then explore the library, trying to go in and get a little more info, mainly about potion making as well as information about the Red Tower.
All right, what's first then?
I guess first then would just be potion making.
All right, give me an investigation check with advantage because you have a library in your fucking disposal.
Bro,
You're
what the fuck is this? I only go up by one.
you're a very clumsy researcher. So
This hurts.
sorry, I'm just chewing. Okay, you get a lot of information. You get the basic information how to make a basic potion of healing. However, anything higher is beyond you, even with the info of the, the library at your disposal.
Fair enough.
At the moment.
And now I want to learn about the.
After you pretty much more or less, Aldrich pretty much gonna look at the Red Tower information. If you allow him.
Oh, he's gonna look at it.
Yeah. While you were doing the
Yeah.
potion thing.
The injustice is fucking real.
I have a +6, you have a +7 on that shit.
I know.
Well. He gets a lot of
So what does he
information. He gets a lot of information about the Red Tower, but he can just use the Cliff Note version of the Red Tower. More or less the important parts.
Mhm.
Of. Let me see. Okay. The Red Tower is pretty much used nowadays as pretty much as adventuring tourism, essentially. People in this village use the Red Tower since it has a interesting story behind it of the mad sorcerer that built this fucking tower, and has a lot of supposedly had a lot of loot essentially, and a lot of good shit inside. A lot of adventurers that are new timer adventurers go inside this red tower, seek fortune, whatever, and the villagers pretty much the village pretty much built around the red tower after it was long abandoned because as pretty much as tourism essentially this whole economy relies on two things: lumber and tourism from adventurers to try for the adventurers trying their luck at the red tower. If some of them die,
That's it.
the villagers go inside the red tower themselves and try to find the bodies of the adventurers and sell their shit wherever they have it on them. That's pretty much their part of their way of life here.
I see. Also, I didn't take you for the study guy.
I am a sage of knowledge. I tend to at least learn my surroundings. Basic, granted, I am not that studious when it comes to. Basically, he flips the pages of the book. I ain't that studious when it comes to certain things. However, my surroundings where I'm at the moment is very important.
Understandable. Well, this tower sounds interesting. Want to check it out?
It does sound very interesting. However, don't you think we should probably procure at least a room around town, just in case of the other rooms of the inn gets occupied by other people?
Oh, actually, I was actually going to ask this. Could I potentially go ahead and get shelter here?
Shelter.
Whoop.
He probably this area. It's actually literally Rava style. Rava's fucking temple. To be honest.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, could I secure a like room to stay in for like at least a day or two?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I think.
If you ask Cecilia, she'd probably allow it since you're obviously very. He seems to be a keen researcher, which follows the tendons of the goddess Rava.
Oh, let's go. Okay. So with that being said and done, so then do you want to do that now or do you want to do that?
He says, all right. All right. Let me see. Let me see exactly what I have to work with here.
Excusez-moi. Actually, there's one thing I want to get.
Well,
I will really quick buy a healer's kit.
a healer's kit. That'd be 25 gold.
Wait, what?
25 gold. Or the healer's kit doesn't cost that much.
It costs 5 gold.
Ah, okay. 6 gold.
Bull.
It's a tourism village. What are you talking about? It's very expensive to live here.
Bastards.
They profit off your.
Fair.
They will profit off your dead corpse.
What's do I get to go and interact with the merchant?
Okay. He's Tabaxi.
Oh.
I show you his handout. He's Tabaxi with a suit and tie essentially, which is very odd to see as a merchant. He's very neatly dressed.
Wow. Oh my fuck!
How can I
His
help?
Wait. Was his name always Young Colors?
No, his
Young
name.
Carlos? Or
No, his name was Don Carlos, but that was when he was a lot older.
Wait, so this is him before we met him in Avernus.
Correct.
Ah, okay.
Before the kids, because he was your fucking grandpa.
Alright, well, fair enough. Well then, hi. I was wondering if you by chance were selling a healer's kit? Also, I love the suit. It looks really good on you, and might ask, how come wear a suit? most merchants around here don't wear suits, right?
If you look around, yeah, most of them don't. They wear pretty much comfortable merchant clothing, the the one you would expect, kind of like Dugan, earlier,
Yeah.
like type of like more like, you know,
Yeah, more casual. Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm just curious. So what's with the formal clothing? Nothing wrong with that. I'm just very curious.
Well, I don't know about you, but where I come from, when you try to negotiate a deal, you have to always look your best.
That is true.
As for the healers kits, yeah, I have a couple.
What are you pricing that?
Are you actually a tabaxi out of curiosity?
Yes, I actually am.
Genuinely.
Yeah. The only thing I am is just reskinned. That's it. I'm a Tabaxi from Monsters of the Multiverse.
Multiverse, yeah, I got you. Usually it would be 6 gold, but since you're a fellow tabaxi, I'll charge you 4.
Oh, why, thank you. I'll make sure to visit here a lot. You seem like one hell of a man to go on.
Actually, out of curiosity, that one. Are you a smoker?
I do not smoke. However, I do know a friend who does.
It's very herbal.
Oh.
It's not tobacco, but it's very herbal. Let me show you a sample, a free sample.
Oh.
You see him roll a brown piece of paper across the desk. You see him basically grabbing a baggie essentially and basically breaking dust particles inside a baggie from green leaves, rolling the thing up essentially. He
What
lights
is
it.
the same for dust?
No, it's the bud.
Ah.
If you know what that means.
I know. So then.
He basically rolls it up and then lights it up for you. He gives it to you.
Alright. I'll try it. I'll take a puff out of it.
Give me a con save.
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
At least it didn't where it counts. If it's not enough to succeed, I'm gonna cry.
Let me check something.
I'm sorry, what?
Let me double check something.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's enough. When you smoke it, take a puff of it. Uh, it's nothing like you've basically experienced before. You see a lot of dilating colors around the sky, and he also basically looks like he's standing still. However, his whole image looks like it's pretty much moving by itself. However, you get advantage on wisdom saves, but disadvantage on intelligence saves for an hour.
Oh.
Saves and checks. So it should be wisdom saves and checks for an hour, and intelligence saves and checks for an
Yeah.
hour.
This is very strong. Have you heard of my friend Eldritch? I hear he might like stuff like this.
Perhaps next time. Right now, you were my last customer for the day. I had to close up shop for the next day. I have something going on. But
Oh, okay. I wish you the best of luck.
I wish you too. By the way, I suggest you don't get with the wrong crowd while you're high. That may end up pretty bad.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll make sure to do whatever you just said.
When you blink, he's not there anymore. His whole shop is not even there. It looks like it's not even just. There's no evidence of him being there at all. His shop too.
She just looks at the cigar and she's like, "This is some very strong stuff." As she's gonna just trying to hobble her way back to try and find Eldritch.
When you find out Aldrich, he's shocked that you're smoking. I was like, I didn't know you were a fellow smoker.
I am not. This has some very good effects. You should try it. I think. She is high off her ass. Her
Yep.
eyes are bloodshot red. She was not ready for this.
Yeah. You feel like your anxiety is pretty much gone somehow. However, you do feel
Does
loopy.
he give it a Does he give it a swing?
Sure, you would try to give it a swing.
Fear pressure, baby. Oh, holy shit! Wait, no, it's a Constitution check.
Oh yeah, save.
Oh, there we go. I was about to say, like, how the fuck is a smoker than her?
Anyways, he smokes it. He seems to basically, he looks like he built a resistance of in smoking in general. However, it doesn't look like it would hit, it looks like it would have hit him hard if he didn't. Basically, it looks like he didn't prepare himself. When he does so, yeah, you do see his eyes kind of bloodshot from that puff. However, he seems to basically get his shit together still. He has wisdom saves and checks with advantage, intelligence saves and checks disadvantage now for an hour, like you do.
Yeah.
God,
It's so.
God
Is it
damn,
good?
this is good. No, it's actually pretty good shit. Where you got this from?
Someone named Carlos.
Young Carlos?
Yeah, I think.
No, right. Do you know who you met?
No, all I know is I've met a very kind man. Very fashionable at that.
I'll explain this to you later when you're not high. Do you actually still want to go to the tower since we're both high right now? Well,
Yeah, I can pull it off. It's no biggie. She's in the state of which she probably could not.
okay, he daughter just drags you back to the library, to the Temple of Rava to take the day off, essentially.
Fair enough. Well, actually, no. All we need is a short rest. So just a walk around town, essentially.
You're not wrong.
After the effects go, I feel a lot better. I'm not trying that again.
Your anxiety came back to you.
I am not trying that again. However, that was delightful per se for the time being.
You felt like the world was right when you were high for that hour. That all your problems in the world disappeared right in front of you. You don't have to worry about none. Then when you became sober again, all your problems came back to you. All your negative thoughts, your anxiety came back.
Yep. I at least want to keep myself in check and not forget about everything. So, tower now?
All right.
How long does the cigar itself last? That's what I'm curious.
I assume you stopped.
Like-
You stopped taking